Let's go now.
On play action, here's Ritter sliding out of the pocket. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Throw out wide to Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He completes this to Walker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out of the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. Now, we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a 2nd team. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Walker with another carry. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into it and try to knock it loose.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
11 yards on the pickup there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. There's Cooks in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Ritter to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on fourth down. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Down the right sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sanders fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Young here, you can see changing the play. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Ready.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Ready.
Going for it with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Escapes the defender. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Young's throw into the hands here of Hardman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. It's Young off play action. He completes this one to Mingo. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Steal! Check steal!
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Down! Check man!
On play action, Young. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Ritter. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Gggg. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ritter on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, check mega.
Here is Young. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Final play of the half, Young. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Carolina.
Set, ready. Green jack. Smash, red.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Young now from the 50. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football. And
some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Finding Walker complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stick it with Walker on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ken Walker with a 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up. That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Gone red. Red, cycle.
To the air once more, Young. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Ready.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Yellow. Strike.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 62 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ritter back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 79 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a second down throw for Young. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Young now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. They've got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down, here's Ritter. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play fake. Now Young. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Young to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 33.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Mecole Hardman.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Powering his way forward.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And that's good.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
And that's good. For another.
On 1st down, Ritter
dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Buying time to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
now 3rd down and very long. Ritter from the gun. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Ritter will set up to throw it.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Young here to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Mingo
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because These offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
186 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Gain of 19 yards. First down, Carolina.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And Young's going to throw it here. Catch is made by Hardman. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and